fact that the lack of stuns makes it very hard for VGJ to push into it. What will they do here to finish off? Well, they still need that offlane hero.
Brewmaster.
Something to sort of disrupt from outside the Chrono.
Something to just start the fight. Something that just needs to get in there and go and find the void. Find that Tinker. What's it gonna be, Mr. Snaking? The puck. Oh, that's good to catch the Tinker.
Okay.
They're single core TB. I think they have to get the ball rolling super hard with this Chen. I think MSS needs to have some crazy impact in this game.
Well, so prediction time between these two teams. Who is going to take it? As I said, Tinker Void AA, I think this lineup is super strong against the Terrorblade. I've got to go with the Immortals on this.
I will go with Storm. I think that they are too reliant on the Chronosphere. I think the Tinker and the AA and Bounty, sure, they're great versus TB, but I think they're just way too reliant on this Chronosphere in the game.
Wow.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens indeed. This is the final game at the final series of all the quality. This is the last day. Myself and Fogt will be joining you, and hopefully we'll have a fantastic game to end it here. If the other two games of the series are anything to go by, it certainly should be. This is game 3 of Immortals versus VGJ Storm. Winner goes to LAN at the Corsair DreamLeague.
Let's do it.
So, what are you watching out for in the lanes? As you said, what, the lack of stuns? You think that's going to make it hard for them to get kills early on Immortals, or could they still make movements?
What was that? I just totally zoned out. I was looking at people's items.
Don't look at people's items.
I'm just looking at what starting items they have. I see 9 tangos on the void.
Wow. Okay. So he's preparing for.
Sorry. What did you ask? I apologize.
What do you want for dinner today?
What I want for dinner? We already ate.
Oh,
Some curry.
I already ate. That's the worst feeling. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 3, Team Immortals versus VGJ Storm. We have some beautiful lineups here. I'm Eddie Pixel. I'm here with Fogt. Let's see who can take the win and who can make it to the LAN finals here in the beautiful city of Stockholm. Let's see what we got.
Let's see what we got.
Fabi's going to be on the hunt. We'll see if he gets any courier snipes today.
What are the lanes going to be? So they're going to put Puck top versus the Doom, and they're going to put the Terrorblade to try to pressure versus the Void. MP is starting with 9 tangos and a salve. It's got the Battle Fury already queued up.
Nice VG. See if he can grab this rune. Who's going to click quicker? Oh, MP. He'll grab it. Gets the rune. Quick time walk to get himself back out.
Top rune is left. That lonely rune.
Should see Fabi sweep by and pick that up, or at the least the AA check for it.
So the lanes are being swapped up. Void's going toward top. Doom's going toward bottom. They're trying to avoid that Doom versus Puck matchup.
On the mid lane, Rio versus Tomato. Let's see how he does it. Both have been having some great performances here in this final. This match, the all-important one. You can't get this far, and you're faltering. It's going to hurt both of these teams. You can see how much they want this.
I got a lot of eyes on the Chen for the early game.
You have to. You got to see what the sort of rotations they can make happen with that. There's MSS.
He's getting a courier sniping ward down.
Yep.
It's also just a diving ward in general, and you will find a Satyr.
Vila. Training hits here with SVG. He's got his stellar skeletons out as well, down bottom. MSS. Being added by Fabi. So Fabi keeping tabs on sort of these Chen potential movements at the early start. And just keeping MSS on his toes, making sure that he doesn't get too comfortable.
Just gives him a poke. Now he knows where the bounty hunter is, though. So they can tell there's other lanes, hey, don't worry so much about bounty, you can play a little bit more aggressive. You see instantly Snaking even uses the orb to get last hits when he knows where the bounty is positioned. So TB and Void, they should be able to get some farm in both of these lanes. Mid lane should be trade. depending on what the Chen does with his movements, and he's already starting to pressure Rio with that Satyr Blast, constantly hitting him. That one off the mark a bit.
CS lead at the moment for Tomato with that. 9 for 2 against the 4 for 1 of Rio. Side lanes though, MP farming fine up top as the CS advantage on snaking. Thanks to that early bit of help that the EA was able to offer down bottom. Bit of a run in onto what you are. They have got the wraparound from Febby. SVG will be there to make sure you are safe. Pops the sleep down, actually catches both of them. They'll pop the dust out, but at the same time up top MP will actually be able to find the first blood with the help of the AA there. The cold feet kicks in, the puck oversteps the mark and punished for using the orb aggressively.
Yep. Orb used aggressively, and even went the build that he did the other day, the time dilation at level 2 rather than going for the bash.
Very good against the puck.
Yeah, catching snaking off guard.
He's got to be careful in this lane snake. They need this puck to sort of get those quick veil timings. Which will offer a lot to sort of the movements when they start to fight around the Death Prophet. And get her moving around the map. Tomato with the exorcism. Mid lane Febby comes in.
He's just stalking MSS. He's just trying to keep tabs on the movements from the Chen.
Let's see what they can get here. You are. His CS looking equally as good as MP's Void at the moment. Both carries. Having a fine old time in the side lanes.
Doom getting a tiny bit more than the puck, at least in the last hits. MSS will start pulling top lane back to try to help that puck.
Not while I'm around.
SVG. Trying to get what he can from these side counts. Febby is there.
The bounty runes.
They are going for it, Febby. He'll grab one with the body blocks as well. He'll be able to grab both of the bounty runes from down bottom.
Febby on fire. Haste rune bottom, SVG.
Unlikely to be able to do anything with it, but we'll use it to take the quick trip back to base and refuel before heading back down towards the bottom lane. Or wherever he may wish to be. Maybe even towards the mid lane if he feels that there could be an opportunity to gank the sinker early on. Bottom lane Febby. Just about to hit level 2. Top lane MP.
Probably wants to just keep staying with Yawar bottom. Doesn't want to leave a TB alone. And look at Velo. He's actually gotten the mana burn creep, so he's just burning Yawar's mana constantly. So Yawar is completely down here.
Yeah, just make sure there's no chance for Yawar to easily push him with the Metamorphosis each time it's up.
Yeah.
It does cost, what, that 100 or so mana. Keep him low enough to make sure that they can keep the overall pressure off the tower.
Tinker's caught back up nicely in mid.
Yeah, 18 for 5 against the 20 for 9. Very close at the moment in mid. As you say, bottom lane, Febby has eyes on towards Yawar. They are going to make another bit of an attempt onto him.
Stomped by SVG off the mark too.
They'll put the mango so they can have the Scorched Earth chased down. There's the Infernal Blade, and Yawar, he's in trouble. And that's going to be a kill hit for Immortals. They turn towards SVG. But SVG will be able to push them back, but still, getting that kill on Yawar, taking him off the map, will allow MP to sort of get that edge.
Yeah, SVG getting punished for using that spirit, and just the stomp was very off the mark when he was going for it on the Doom.
Let's see what MP's able to do up here. As at the moment, very hard for them to really do anything about this Void farming. Same to be said. Sort of in the middle lane as we are, yet to really see any sort of heavy support rotation. Now SVG will come across and is eyeing up Rio.
They might be able to actually catch him off guard here with this invis if he steps too far up in the mid lane. Again, Febby punishing Yawar bottom, just forcing him back in mid. Rio does get stomped up. There's a march though, but they're going to commit the exorcism. They're going to go for the dive here. They should be able to clean this one up, but SVG dropping low. Tomato tanks the tower for him. And they will get that big kill on the Tinker.
Yep, they get away with the dive.
And look at top. MSS is positioned. He's got a net creep. He needs SVG's rotation too, though. Starting to
There's the silence.
low. They have the burst.
Oh, Oh, yes, they do. Just enough there. Perfect. Perfect moves from MSS.
Penitence.
Absolutely, sort of frame perfect there. There was a chance, any sort of slow and the Void would have had a chance to time warp.
Yeah. Snaking was playing very aggro on the lane too, so he was making sure that that Void was ticking low for the rotation. And now Yawar is not feeling safe. He just wants to go top and get that better farm. He's also got a catapult wave, so he could use the meta and just siege the tower a bit here.
As we said, we always knew that the start could be a little slow for Immortals, as they do rely on the chrono and sort of the damage to be thrown into it. In terms of just their individual heroes by heroes in these lanes, it was never going to be quite as strong as a Chen lineup in the laning stage.
Yeah, like we were saying, it's all about the Chen rotations to where they're going to prove their power. Velo is coming up now top though. He does have the Doom available. They're looking for Yawar. They've got the Chrono and the Doom.
And that should be more than enough to bring down the Sarablade. Very low HP of course. And Immortals claim the kill.
What did they use the MSS send home on? I thought he might actually send home before the Chrono even came out. I'm not too sure what he did. I guess maybe he repossessed the creep. I was trying to keep track of that one. That's my job. I'm sorry.
They didn't have the Doom didn't have a purge creep, did he? And purge it off.
No, he has the mana burn creep.
Oh, I still got the mana burn. Okay.
Because that's the big thing to keep eyes on too. Inside of the Chronospheres, a lot of the times we have to keep eyes to make sure about what the Chen is going to be doing. I should have noticed. I'm sorry. So sorry, everybody. Someone in chat will see it though.
Didn't send him back, and then he was doomed, so the Doom purged it.
Oh no. Did it? Maybe it did get it off as the Chrono came out. That's a good call. It could have applied the dispel.
Because Doom would dispel it, right?
Doom is a basic dispel. Yeah.
Yeah. So I reckon that's.
Maybe that is what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do get the tower though, but they do lose their Terror Blade. First Chrono and first Doom usage, long cooldowns. And bottom, they're looking to continue pressuring the tower. There is an exorcism even committed. They have to take advantage of cooldowns on both sides.
And you say Immortals get a kill with their ult. VGJ don't get an objective with theirs.
Immortals, they're trying to get the 6 on AA. They've given him in the mid lane. Tinker's just jungling. Max March build. Ice Blast plus Chrono. They can get themselves some easy setups on kills, but Vici, Storm, they're not looking to stop. They're continuing to pressure bottom. You still got... Exorcism's actually just gone, but they still got the Chen creeps.
I think they know that Immortals will struggle to respond to this without those ultimates. Mid lane. Stomp is out to Dubu. We've got the reflection as well as the illusions being sent in on him, but no interest in diving.
Bottom tower. Ready, less than half HP. They are starting to bring the Doom down though. He burns Tomato's mana. Coil comes out now though.
Yeah, it's down to 2. They burst Fabi straight away. Velo does have the Scorched Earth. The stun comes out though straight away onto MP to hold back the Void. He has the Chrono, but will not be able to close the gap. As VGJ Storm able to safely disengage.
They're trying to just pressure all the lanes, take advantage of all that Chrono is down. Chrono is going to be available again. Yawar, he's pretty far up in mid.
SVG was there though as well. And without the Void on the front lines, as you say, it's very hard for them to get the catch. They absolutely have to have the Void getting the catch each and every time. Rio still sort of suffering. It is going to be a slightly slow boots of travel for this Tinker.
And they're looking to stay aggressive. SVG and Snaking, they're smoking up. They know where Fabi is right now. They actually saw him re-invis. Both of them smoked up. They're really looking for this Tinker while he's farming the jungle. They want to get him before the boots of travel are finished.
Also, with these pauses, VGJ Storm.
I'm trying to see if people are responding, if anybody actually did get to see it. Some people are just saying Doom purges too. So, yeah.
I was right.
We're aware of that, but no one knows actually if that did get it. I'm guessing they did.
It must have, because
it must have been.
There was Chrono, and then he sort of held the Doom, and then he drops the Doom. I think it was he doomed after he saw the send back was sent down.
Yeah. We're saying that the Chen
those tabs.
The Chen didn't level the send back, guys. Persuasion is the send back now. It's not test of faith. Just letting you know. Just an FYI.
Is chat wrong?
I mean, I don't think people noticed which one it was. Maybe a few people did.
No, the chat's not wrong.
Hopefully someone does notice. Mid. They do see the Tinker.
Don't flame the chat. They're full of smiley faces, positive attitudes.
They are really happy.
Otherwise they get in a ban.
They're still really happy.
Good. No bans today.
Tomato. They're setting up a trap from top.
Tomato!
And they got him.
He's been turned into ketchup.
Splat.
Oh, that last jab as well. You really felt that one. Woo. Vela.
AA blast mid. Febby's here. They've got the Void Chrono too.
They do. Here we go. Oh, he only catches one though. That's a 4 out of 10 Chrono.
Snaking. Getting sent home. The time dilation.
Oh, he's dead.
He's
Double
dead.
kill for MP. Redeemed. They redeem it. They redeem it, Immortals. They got both. And that is going to put MP pretty close to his Battle Fury.
Yep, close to the Battle Fury and the Bounty Hunter close to level 6. So for them to get that track vision is going to be very important. The Courier, Febby.
Courier, Febby.
Oh, it takes 2 hits. No.
Oh, the slow though, he can still get it.
What?
Oh, he can still get it. The slow.
I know, but they just turned it to go into the secret shop instead of hiding it. I guess whatever.
Micro's pretty hard.
Yeah, they didn't think he was going to keep chasing, I guess. Anyway, mid, Tomato, and SVG, they will be able to go for this tower, and they claim it.
Febby.
Febby's on point with these rotations with the
He is. He's level 6 as well.
Yeah,
so you got to watch out for these track kills. Once they start coming in. Top lane as well, look out. Snaking. He's kind of looking towards Dubu. Vele.
He's got the Ice Ogre, so he's a lot tankier versus Storm, because they don't really have great damage on VG Storm besides like the DP ulti right now. And Yawar wants to just be farming.
Velo. Trying to go straight in onto this puck, but Snaking is able to jump out to the side. Tomatoes there with the backup.
Are you just saying Tomato now?
Oh, I said it wrong. I'm confusing myself now.
So Void does get the Battle Fury. Treads Battle Fury 13 minutes? As a Void expert, Owen, is that an ideal time?
Yeah, 30 minutes
It's
Battle
really
Fury
fast,
is,
yeah.
on any sort of core, 30 minutes is good time.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think this pace of the game, I think is suiting Immortals.
Yeah, they're being able to use this Chrono at every single cooldown, and look at this, Yawar getting pushed all the way back the track.
Where's the Ice Blast? Is it available? It's not available at the moment.
It's not available.
I was looking for the snipe. You can still go for it actually. 10 seconds into the base. Do it. That would... It might actually get the kill. No.
You can see it when it goes through the towers though, so, you know, it's true sight. And they do find...
Oh, okay, well there's no worry of an Ice Blast when the AA is just sort of sitting AFK there.
Shooting the AA blast through the base is something that, I mean, unless you get it like along the path of not in the towers, you see the trajectory with true vision from the towers.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
You have to find the right angle.
Gotta get the right angle.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Febby constantly keeping tabs on him. Watching SVG, watching MSS as well. And they're slowing the pace down nicely. 2k gold lead for them already. And this Tinker, he's getting away with farming, just marching, pushing out the lanes.
As
well as MP, just farming.
They're gonna get pretty big if this sort of continues to continue. MP Shadowblade after the Battle Fury, knowing the importance of him landing the Chronosphere, he's invested. He's going all in on that. He's going all in on the setup. Hey, Ice Blast.
They're looking for MSS here.
Febby. I'm being a bit of trouble here.
Flipped by it, and Snaking finishes him off.
They'll be able to burst him down.
Snaking's got the blink now, so they can actually look to make plays around that. They still are heavily relying on doing just like Snaking plus Death Prophet, just making all the plays. They do at least have Splitter now for their Elder Titan. But they just need to farm for this Terrorblade to actually become a hero.
I need time for you all. They're doing their best to create it. But at the same time, the time of the moment, it's this void is looking pretty massive. Does have the Chronosphere. Ideally, you know, if you're Immortals, you do want to be using it each and every time it's up.
I mean, they're still in a great spot this game.
Oh, sure.
At the moment. They lost all their tier 1s, but Storm, they can't look to actually continue this.
They got the blink
AA
on as well. Top, snaking, jumps in immediately. Has the burst onto the AA. AA caught out a little bit too far away from home.
They're not getting the catches on cores, though. They're just killing this AA over and over again. They ideally want to be able to catch this Doom, this Void, or this Tinker.
Tomato will be brought up here.
Time is money.
They're going for the defense. Just in case Velo wanted to stick around for more. Velo does have, as he's got the blink.
He's got a blink already. He's very farmed on the Doom in comparison to that last one. The last Doom game when he played, he was struggling a bit to find his farm. This one, he actually has like the same net worth as that other game when it was much later in. And they do have the blinks already. So blink Doom, blink Tinker, and they're going for the Shadow Blade for the mobility on the Void.
Oh, Febo.
He's looking for another courier. He gets deep wards down. Sees it for a second. And gets insta-dewarded. MSS, no mercy.
MSS. Here we go. They want to use the Chrono and the Doom.
Dire are scanning.
See who they can find.
Storm is looking to make a smoke movement as well. The courier, Febby. He's waiting for it. They know where he is.
Oh, the double dust. They got him.
But they're keeping tabs on all of VG Storm with these movements. It's just the support still getting taken out. These big cores farming up. Rio. Farming up, Rio. Yeah, dude. Whatever.
Come on.
Sorry, Rio.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Gonna go for Aethel and Zags, the usual build. Especially when he's got the Tinker, or when he's got the Bounty Hunter track.
Dire's middle tower
Keep that distance with those spells. Probably takes the cast range down as well.
Not yet.
Not just...
Wanting to get skills first, of course.
Yep.
Shadow Blade now done. 4 MP.
It's a lot on snaking, man. Snaking and Tomato. What can they make happen as these cores? MP is on the hunt with the Shadow Blade constantly. Just misses Yawar during that movement. And they will spot him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Smoked up and ready to go, VGJ Storm.
They want to catch a core.
They want to make something happen. Big plays inbound as they head towards bottom. MP's out there on his own at the moment. He's into the tree line, keeping hidden. Can they find MP?
They've got a sentry on SVG and a sentry plus dust on MSS.
Smoke's going to dispel. They know
SVG
someone's in here.
They know someone's here. The orb as well. MP.
Gets himself deeper into safety. They don't see him. But again, MSS just came in. They know that he's still around.
They found the Spirit on him.
They have. They've got eyes on him. He's got the Shadow Blade, but they've got detection. They've found the Faceless Void. VGJ Storm. Oh, those trees got absolutely wrecked.
They just want to throw anything on him. Like I said, they just want these core pickoffs so they can try to transition into a tower. Tinker, though, already setting up. He's going to blink in the trees, set up the marches. They're going to hunt for him with the Spirit on the sidelines. Going to be impossible for them to force this tower now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But now that Tinker does retreat, they can actually finish this one up. It is pretty low tower anyway. They commit the ghosts for it as well. And they have gone for the blink Yules build since he's versus a Tinker. If he can just blink Yules on top of that Tinker, we've seen, you know, the SFs going for this, like any type of hero that can actually just catch that Tinker. Oh, they did find an Ancient though.
Alright,
okay.
a couple of Ancients set.
Exorcism becomes more valuable there. And it will be BKB as the next item on Tomato.
Hey, against this Tinker, they just have to get these BKBs out.
Yep.
If they want to try pushing in anytime soon, Velo, with an Invis room mid. Still, just definitely a bit of downtime where we're not really seeing Immortals do anything with their Chrono. Or the Doom, as a matter of fact. Seemingly content with the just purely looking for farm. Velo.
Spots the army. MSS gonna split push bottom. Mid. This could be the catch they look for. He sees the Death Prophet for a second. Tomato. Quick blink back.
MP Shadow blending in.
But now he gets grabbed.
Straight in with the Doom. They're ready to kick things off. Jump forward. They get the
Send back.
Chrono onto Doom, but the send back indeed comes into play. Saving Tomato. SVG will fall. But that's the Doom and the Chronosphere used and only getting the Elder Titan. VGJ Storm are absolutely fine with that.
Yeah. This is the one that we said to watch out for versus that Chronosphere plus that Doom. MSS might even go for like a blink build this game just to be able to position himself. He's got the drums for now though, just so they can group up. And Tomato, he tries to get the catch. Velo, quick blink out. And they found Febby again. Do they have the reveal? They do not.
Radiant's
I think
top
snaking,
tower
they
is
should now
under
give him a
attack.
dust so that he can always have one when he does find those catches. Dust or sentries. They will remove the track. They're going to commit for a rush. They have meta in 2 seconds. They know the Chrono and Doom is down. They got to position some wards around here though to make sure that the Tinker just doesn't sit outside and spam the marches. SVG looks like he's just going to be a living ward on the high ground position there.
Dire's bottom tower is
Throwing his spirit for vision as well as his body. Hey, Blast does catch it out. They do see it now. Can they contest?
But we're getting some tracks out. Will be a little annoying, but Tomato again removing the track with the Yules. Jump forward as well from the puck, just trying to force Febby back.
They got this one, yeah. With no Void, Chrono, and no Doom, they don't want to take the engagement. So that Chen sent home,
Dire's top tower
paying big
is under
dividends.
attack.
BKB for MP is his next time. Again, the Shadowblade BKB showing how he understands how important it is for him to find the Chrono in these fights.
You saw what Talon, he took it 15-2 on. Just
What
gonna
a
point that
time.
one out.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
should have took the time lot, damn it. Should have took the time lot. Dude, he has an AA. Then you definitely take the time lot. But the, whatever you call it, the vortex or such.
Dude, whatever.
Extra magic damage, my
He just doesn't want to get bursted in this
Extra
game
magic damage.
during the silence. He wants us to
I know.
survive the silence.
It's, as you said, it's all about
Snaking.
him again, the Chrono.
They get the catch on him and quickly blown up.
Your chronology is
Chrono down. And we do see, if you notice the Doom, the Doom dispels, but he's going to double back up. He's getting the Purge creep as well to make sure that he can get rid of that send home.
Yeah, I mean, he needs, as we're seeing some of these situations, he's jumped in with the Doom first, then the Chrono, because he's sort of on the front line sometimes with the speed that he has. So, yeah, as you say, having that sort of secondary purge, it's pretty important. SVG.
Rio did take the spell amp talent, actually. I mean, people take both. I thought this one, even if he was building Aether Lens, he would take just the other one anyway, but just wants more damage. Aghanim's almost finished up for him. 1,000 more gold. And they do actually, instead of buying some dust for snaking, they just straight up buy him a gem. So they're getting sick and tired of Febby's shenanigans. And they don't want to be playing under all this vision.
I am renewed.
They're grouping up. They've got Aegis. They're trying to take advantage of that while Chrono's down. 40 more seconds.
Let's see what they can find. Onto Immortals half of the map, using the Terror Blades as a bit of a bait. Tomato will jump forward. They will find the kill, but again, it's just that poor old AA that's sort of taking the beat down each and every time VGJ Storm do go for a play.
If they can just get vision of the backlines and they can ever see that Tinker, just a blink Yules by Tomato and they can easily bring him down, but he is playing extremely defensively, sitting in the base.
Radiant structures
Tier 2.
are fortified.
They force a glyph. Chronosphere's back in 6 seconds.
Radiant's middle tower.
That's the
has fallen.
BKB done as well for MP. So, not really any excuses for MP not to find the perfect Chrono each fight now. As they don't really have the methods to hold back a BKB faceless void at the moment. He's going to be in there straight away, and that's the Aghanims. Done for the Tinker as well, so a good Chrono in a team fight now will make it very hard for VGJ Storm to come out on top of a 5v5.
Yeah, if the Tinker's in the backlines,
Yeah.
it's going to cause some big problems. If they can actually protect him.
My thrift rewarded.
So much damage to come out from between the two of them.
He really has to watch his positioning though, because it's still the rule of thumb with Tinker is you get caught by any stun, any disable, you're pretty much gonna get killed in the fights. And that's what Febby provides. The track's always gonna give movement, so you can give tabs on where the storm heroes are.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Spirit Vessel finished up now for the Death Prophet. Well, for the Bounty Hunter to throw onto the Death Prophet. But it's about to be a BKB for Tomato, so he will be a lot safer versus that Tinker AA.
Febby. He's found it.
Dire's
That's the
turret
BKB.
has been killed.
It's gone.
Radiant's top
So
tower
Tomato.
is under attack.
A
Okay.
few minutes where he not have that BKB.
Febby boss. They're just gonna force the tower with this exorcism and get out. There's an AA blast already coming in. Void is here too. The Doom comes out.
They've got the
Sandback gets purged.
Oh, the ice blast won't be quite close enough, but as you say, it doesn't look like it'll matter with the rockets flying in. Tomato getting very, very low and will tick down to the Doom. Double kill for Velo on the side as well. They're jumping in. Snaking has come in with the counterplay. Gets on top of the Tinker, but they've lost 3 heroes on Storm for it. Snaking will get out, but a 3-for-1 trade.
Velo boss having that purge creep.
Velo, everybody. This is Purge.
If he did have... oh, that was a good one, Owen. I like that one. If he did have the BKB on the Death Prophet there, they can still do the send back combo, because then you can't really do the purge.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
MP. Still has that chrono. He's holding onto it, pushing onto the tier 2 tower on the top lane. Storm will have the full lineup back up. We'll see if they're able to come up here in time.
Yawar has switched his items from his quick buy like 4 times on the Tower Blade now. He had BKB, then he switched to Scotty, now he's on to Lincolns. He's gonna go for the Lincolns just to be able to protect from that Doom. Gives some nice stats too as a TB, and they're even getting a Lincolns on the puck as well, and a Lincolns on the Death Prophet next. So triple Lincolns on the cores to protect versus Doom. 5k gold advantage though for Immortals.
Baby.
Oh, he's under sentry.
Yep. He realizes when those movements heading towards him. Keeps himself away from it all. Tomato. Leading in the bottom lane, Snaking really shoving this bottom lane in.
Look at these sneaky wards by the Bounty Hunter. That top ward in particular, you can see inside of the base.
Almighty money.
5k lead for Immortals at the moment. In this game 3. Very, very tense at the moment. Febby has got a DD rune. Snaking ready to find him with that gem though, if Febby comes close.
MP constantly on the prowl inside the Shadow Blade too. They're just always looking to try to get that chrono set up. He doesn't want to chrono any supports though. He really wants to just chrono Yawar or Tomato. So, Courier respawning in 10 seconds. VGJ Storm could look to make something happen once they get that BKB delivered. It's that, or they just stay back and just wait for the Lincoln Spheres, but they're getting out farmed by this Tinker Doom. Void Tricore.
A lot of weight, yeah, on the Yawar. Terrorblade this game. With the way that it's turning into this bit of a farm fest.
They smoke, and I do believe that the ward caught vision of them for a second there.
Yeah, there was a ping from Yawar, I believe.
Yep. So they should just position. They're going to position themselves on the high ground here. They have to watch how they clump. Snaking in a very sneaky spot. He wants to be able to see Febby when he walks in at first. Febby is already scouting them though.
Oh, he is. Febby's giving them the info.
Snaking sees them. Uh-oh.
Jump forward, but the chrono only catches one, but it is the important one. They've got the Ice Blast coming in as well. Doom has been dropped down onto Yawar, and they will find the big kill. Dubu will fall in response as well as Febby. VGJ Storm have managed to find 2. So, it is indeed just the 2 supports. Could have certainly been a lot worse for Storm, but the chrono...
It was almost catching 3 heroes.
Well, but was it Tomato who blinked out the Chrono?
Yeah.
So it was getting casted, wasn't it? Quick reactions from Tomato. So it could have been worse for VGJ Storm, but as you say, still overall not great, losing that Terrorblade that they are very reliant on to carry them against these heavily farmed cores of Immortals.
Yeah, how can they take advantage of when those cooldowns are down? They know that Doom is down for 100 seconds. They know that Chrono's down for at least, you know, 60 seconds when the Terrorblade, about 60 seconds when the Terrorblade respawns.
Did he pop? He didn't pop meta before.
He did not
died.
pop meta, no.
Okay,
They
so
did pop Exorcism, though. And the Roche is going to respawn in about 1.5 minutes, so everything will be available again for Immortals when that does come up. Febby doing a great job there again, giving the information for his team to get that positioning. Even though Puck has the gem, he's snuck in from the side.
Sun's in for Curious. He's sort of on the right track of it here, as it will pass back over him.
He stays in this area.
Get it,
He might be able
Febby.
to. He's gonna get the bounty rune. Oh, but now Snaking's there. Febby in a lot of trouble here. The follow-up is gonna come in from the Chen. Will Febby be able to get out of this? I sure don't think so.
Penitence is above him. Stuns come through for the golems. And indeed, Febby pays the price for hunting bottom lane. SVG.
Instantly loses his Tinker Ward.
I'll get down one of their own wards there in that area. Immortals. $6K lead at the moment for Immortals.
They've got the first Lincolns finished up now on Storm. Lincolns on top of Snaking. They're gonna go for, like we said, the other Lincolns already finished up on Terrorblade 2, and the third one on Tomato almost finished. So it's gonna be all about, you know, protect your buddy with all these Lincolns to make sure that they don't get doomed.
It's all going to be very hard to do there if you're caught in the corona.
Yeah.
And as we talked about, this is the scary thing about Immortals draft. One chrono and could be a team wipe. Just like that. He's closing on the I think he's got the butterfly.
Got it. Yeah, he's got it finished.
So MP doing a significant amount of physical damage.
And being resistant to a lot of the damage. High armor, as well as that evasion versus the Terrorblade. Yor wants that BKB before he tries to take a fight. BKB plus Lincolns. So then they can actually more reliably get the people sent home. Tinker. Well, Bloodstone finished up. So if he does get picked off, he can come back into the fights pretty quickly because of the lower respawn. It's good mana regen as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Gold for my
Just getting all the tools together for the fight, Immortals.
Yeah, the gold is starting to level out a little bit though. They were about 7,000 gold ahead and now it's all the way down to 3, and the net worth has completely leveled out as well. Or the experience has leveled out as well. And Tomato actually switches. He did have the Lincolns, but he's just gone for a Shiva's Guard.
MSS.
He did.
Very quick and easy pick for Immortals as they find MSS out on his own. Bottom lane snaking.
And it's as Roche respawns too. So Aegis and Cheese, they're going to make the committal for this. They are versus Elder Titan, who's one of the best heroes around the pit. Just constantly throwing in the stomps and stalling it out. But they don't have their Chen.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see. MP. That Shadow Blade did get a glimpse on these two.
The Chrono Whiff.
Oh dear, that was
Tomato commits Exorcism too. He's just looking
maybe
for a fight.
maybe MVP can still chase him down and punch him. He's managed to find the Elder Titan. The Doom has been dropped down onto Death Prophet, but the Death Prophet still alive for now. MP trying to chase and finish off the kill, and they will do so. So they get Tomato, but the BKB comes out from Yawar, and that will force MP to time warp back. But still,
I'm surprised they committed to try to go for a fight after the Chronosphere was whiffed. Like Tomato gets doomed up and just gets killed, and now he committed Exorcism as well. They kind of made that Chrono kind of did land now in a way. Even though he missed it, they get the kill that they wanted. And they're just going to make their way into the pit.
Is under attack.
Meta was also used by Yawar as well as his BKB in that fight. Immortals.
SVG. They're eyeing up for potential steal plays between SVG and Snaky.
Yeah, still a little bit scary, even though the DP is dead. That Stomp plus the puck orb.
Oh, Bello actually jumps up.
He's got BKB. He's trying to zone them off of the Aegis, off of that Roshan.
And it's working. Space is there, MP will finish off Roche, grab the Aegis for himself.
And the cheese. He left it for a second, but does end up getting it. And he is itemizing for an AC to tank up through that Death Prophet as well as that Terrorblade.
So 7k lead now for Immortals, and this Void ain't getting any smaller. MP level 23, and with significant lead in farm this game. The Void having really having a fantastic time this time around. They have got the Ag Stream Core now, though, for Snaky. So massively crucial against these BKBs, as we've seen.
Seems like the fights are a lot easier for Immortals to take. They're high level as well. Febby is level 18 on the Bounty Hunter this game, getting much more than the other time when he was playing Bounty, when he was like level 12 at the 40-something minute mark. Level 3 track online. Chrono catches Snaking. He's got the gem as well. That's a big pick. Gem is now theirs.
Yeah, they've somehow got to find a way to fight around that Chrono usage. Every time the Chrono's there, the fights really do seem impossible for VGJ Storm.
Yep.
There's just far too much damage. There's far too much right click on MP at this stage, as he really can kill whoever he finds in that Chrono. Even the Terrorblade will be threatened if MP gets the lockdown on him. Immortals 9k lead, taking tier 1s, moving on to these tier 2s down bottom. VGJ Storm still 45 seconds without snaking, and Immortals do not want to slow down this push. More money for MP. And he pretty much he's got the money for the AC if he wants it.
Yep.
And he's thinking about pushing up to the base.
They've almost they're on their way toward the Hex for the Tinker 2, and now Doom does have a Lotus Orb, so he could have that big play come out and we can, you know, reflect the Sunder if it does come out. You are just getting that level 20, spamming that reflection with the cooldown reduction. Chronosphere back up in 20 seconds.
We'll see if they stick around. As it were, they are.
This Void is massive.
They've got it. I mean, how do they kill this Void? They need a Hex. Every time he BKBs, there's just...
They do, yeah, they need a Hex. I mean, they need to get some type of instant pick-off, but they don't really have those type of heroes. If they had like some Dag and 5 and Hex on Puck, but no, I mean, that's not the itemization he's gone for this game by any means. They don't have Burst inside of a quick Hex. And Terrorblade, they're too afraid to like get grouped up and get Chronoed. Because if they get like a multi-hero Chrono, the game just could end right here. And the Chrono is back online. They've got Doom, they've got AA Blast with the Sage's Cheese. They're looking to force it.
Here we go. Up to the high ground, 40 minutes in. Immortals forcing out the fortification from Storm. They've got everything they need to take this fight. Can VGJ Storm defend? AC complete for MP. That's a tier 3 tower. MP, quick time walk away from the reflection. But he's not going anywhere. With
no,
the Aegis and the cheese and the Chrono.
He's still just standing on the front lines. He knows he's at little to no risk of dying. Look at that reflection damage though. Starts that up. He does get slept up for a moment. Hex is finished on Tinker. He gets the Rex. Well,
It's out.
Febby still just constantly trying to throw those tracks out. They are starting to back off. 30 seconds until the Aegis does reclaimed. It looks like they don't want to get taken advantage of with that. I mean, it is a fake back.
And he will still have to cheese, even if the Aegis goes.
Radiant's top tower is under
Now, the VGJs don't fall for this. That is the big question.
They are still seeing the Doom there, so I think they can assume that there's going to be more there. Yawar, though, steps up, gets his Lincolns broken. And the Aegis gets reclaimed now. And they will back off.
Dire's bottom shrine
To
is
shrines.
under attack.
Bounty Hunter has a Hex. Okay. Febby just got huge in a very small period of time. He's kind of saved all his gold for that. Tranquil Boot Hex, Spirit Vessel.
It's quite the lead. 16k.
As foretold.
This game looking
Just looking so hard
very
for...
hard for VGJ.
Yeah,
It's
it's so hard to take the fights versus the Void because they can't really get a kill on any heroes instantly because they've all just got these BKBs. They've got so much survivability, and I mean
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Rio's not showing himself at all. He's just farming the map up. He does not really care. His team is taking care of everything else.
yeah, they don't need the Tinker at the moment in the fights at all, or to be part of the group.
Yep, they can't stop this Void. And he's just getting bigger and bigger, and now he's got the Chronosphere AoE talent too.
Dire's top shrine is
To
under
the next shrine.
Snaking does nearly have that level 25, which is going to be quite important as we've talked about needing that gold for these big items like the Hex. Ooh! Nearly gets Sakura. The guild, the fortifications on it.
Yeah, like we were saying though, the fights for VGJ Storm just seem so hard for them to take because they don't really have great ways to burst anybody, and everyone on Immortals is just too farmed. They're just like, oh, we have to protect our Terrorblade. And Febby still running around trying to keep tabs on VGJ Storm. They do have vision right now. They got a glimpse of the Terrorblade for a second with the ward they have placed.
MP just going for the creeps. Push that lane around.
It is their game to lose. That is for sure. So Immortals, they're really trying not to risk anything.
This is a massive lead to have at a point where you've not even broken a base in terms of a set of racks. They are so far ahead.
Yeah, they have 7,000 gold on the Void. 7,000 gold on Void, 5,000 on Tinker, 4,000 on Doom. That's pretty much their whole advantage is actually inside their bank, inside their whatever you want to call it.
I've got the 420 GPM now on Puck, so we'll see where Snake King can get with this. He really wants that Hex for the fight. And he's close to it.
MP's just farming everything. He's getting just so much gold. 31,000 at 44 minutes. Does he get a Moon Shard or does he get rid of his treads and get the Scotty? He just buys the Scotty.
Let's swap out the boots, yeah.
Yep.
Radiant's top
Sells his
tower
boots.
is under attack.
Nice slot for cheese though at the moment. A bit of a risk in that sense, but I know at the same time he's so stacked. There's very little risk of him dying.
I mean, 40 armor.
Yeah.
Almost 3k HP.
Oh,
Hatch out snaking.
straight away. Chrono there on the old Puck.
I foresaw your death the moment you were born.
And the next gem has been taken out.
Puck gone for 100 seconds. Let's see what Immortals can do with this. They're definitely at a point where MP will still be happy to fight without the Chrono. As you can see, just clearing out the illusions. Moving up to the base and starting to strike the barracks again.
Penitence does make him take a decent chunk of damage,
Dire's bottom barracks.
but they get the racks for free. Chronosphere back online in 60.
Oh, Velo. Thinking about jumping in. Doesn't make a bit of an attempt, but VGJ still and keep their distance, and MP straight to mid lane. Immortals. They are slowly but surely doing it here in game 3. Silence onto MP will be removed by the Lotus Orb. It's also got the cheese now in his active inventory.
Yeah, it doesn't need the Shadow Blade for positioning right now. It's even queued up a refresher shard, or refresher orb as his last item. He's just leading the charge. His team they just sit behind.
VGJ
get in the building.
Stop this.
They're gonna have to do something.
They're letting it happen.
When the puck is up.
They're just not trying to stop this void at all.
And Immortals back off. As soon as the puck is respawning, they're claiming on the high ground here. They don't have a smoke available, but positioned in a very aggressive stance. As the Tinker, he can deal with the side lanes while they can just sit here and wait for Vici to get caught off guard. 22 lead. 22k experience as well. Or actually 7k experience, sorry. Looked wrong about it. They are smoking out. They do have Hex finished up on both Death Prophet as well as Snaking from earlier.
Alright, if they can do this from a 22k gold loss, the double hexes would be the answer to do it. No!
There's one.
There is one. They've found themselves the Tinker. Can they actually kill him? I mean, he's on his own. He doesn't have a team with him. So, is he actually going to be able to do it? He's trying the amount of control. This is sort of being perfectly done by Snake. And he's actually going to have this.
He's got another hex now too, and he gets hexed.
Oh no! But there's the counter hex.
That was an unqualified.
They
did get,
and look at that gold. 752 for snaking. That's not even a kill streak on the Tinker.
That was really nice done by Snake. Dancing around with the Tinker long enough for the team to come in and did provide him that bit of assistance at the end that he needed. They're now looking over towards Roche. Roche is incredibly low, but they aren't going to get in time. Immortals will be able to finish it off once again, get the Aegis.
And now they can have double chrono with that refresher. He's got refresher shard, he's got refresher orb queued up in his quick buy. He's out of slot zone.
People seem to forget about Moonshard nowadays. Where's the Moonshards?
You could buy one now.
He wants it full in. So triple chrono.
3 chronos.
Triple chrono. Does he have the mana for it? 900 plus.
He can pop the cheese.
Oh yeah. And even without the cheese.
I think 2 chronos is enough.
Yes. Yeah, he shouldn't need 3. Oh.
His last hit. 528. Nice. Velo 606.
His money as well.
He's been owning on this dude. Yeah,
they're all just so rich on the side of Immortals.
All the whole gold advantage is actually just being backpacked. Alright, refresher delivered. Storm, can they actually defend this?
There's the first snaking. Chipping in with the sun. They've got the seconds as well. They're bursting him down low. In fact, MP. Let's get the smoke off. Does of course have the Aegis, but he protects it there. They were very close to being able to bring it once.
It's gonna be like, can they actually chain combo hacks?
Yeah.
Before he gets the chrono, the fight looks very tough.
The Dagon's being scaled up as well now on Sinker. And it's scary, they're outside the base at the moment.
Ping issue.
Lag! Says Rio.
Is this where we're gonna see a pause happen and then the game end right after the pause?
Massive ping. The biggest he's ever seen, fella. Always.
They used meta to try to get that kill, right? So meta's gonna be down. They could look to just sort of force it right on it when that one's gone.
Yeah, 2 minutes without it. Heavy's out as well. You had them trying to fix the internet by the looks of it, Immortals. They should be back soon. Certainly just going for a quick recap, and there we have it.
Did they
He's back in.
Did they bring Refresher on the Doom, by the way? Is it on the courier, or did he not even buy it? What did he end up getting? He spent his gold. Did we just not notice?
He's back. Oh, VGJ Storm need a second though.
Oh no, he didn't spend his gold on Doom. Jeez. Bebby's gone for Daggons.
Let's see, VGJ Storm should be ready in a second. Hope this isn't one of their cheeky restroom breaks. There we go. They're ready.
Let's go.
Well, I mean, to be fair, yeah, VG was the one who asked for a second. So, it doesn't matter if Rio's ready to go or not. He's not on VGJ Storm. But VGJ Storm's member to say they're good.
What time is it? Oh, it's almost 5 a.m. We've done it, Owen.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Done what?
It's almost 5 a.m. We've done it.
Done what?
I mean, it's 5 a.m. I'm sure the sun's out. I don't know. I'm tweeting. So, high ground. Can they hold this off? Meta will be going down.
Excuse me. Lol. What's going on with this lag? Oh.
It's not fixed.
Back in my day, you just play on. No, you just sort of, you know, environmental effects, really.
How dare you say that? They really want to make it to the course of DreamLeague Season 9.
It's true. But you man up, you get a bit of ping, you know what I mean? Comes and goes.
Do you like the purple Terrorblade?
No, well, my favourite one, I think I like the...
Dark one?
Either, yeah, there's the entirely dark one, like the sort of the heavenly white one.
Yeah, I'm the same.
It's,
The dark one and the heavenly.
Who has the white one? Which one?
Miracle has the dark one.
Miracle has the full dark one.
Yeah. His looks really cool.
Who has the shiny white one?
A bunch of people actually.
I think the Chinese players do, don't
I think is it Newbie? No, it's not
they? Newbie?
One of the players has it. I
Yeah.
can't remember which team it's for. Yeah, I'm on board with those two.
Well, the one he's got, that's just a standard Terrorblade, isn't it?
I mean, they all look pretty sweet. It's a purple prismatic gem though.
Oh, yeah, this one does look good. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This one looks pretty...
You can't see it so much when it's paused. When he's moving, you can see it more.
Yes, yeah. Very nice. Very nice. I just apologise for this, ladies and gentlemen.
You should, and how dare you?
You know, that's it, you know, there we go. Let's see if they're ready now. Fellas back in the game.
Round 3. I was also realizing Bounty Hunter is higher level than Terrorblade this game. Febby's killing it. Surviving all the engagements. Not really losing any engagements either. And he's just been kind of scouting everything. He's actually done a great job on this Bounty Hunter this game. He's just always read all the movements of Storm.
Let's see. What is going on, boys? Come on, Immortals. Test.
They're still lagging.
160? Oh, that's fine. That's playable. Let's go. This is... What's the problem? I don't see the problem.
I see the problem.
You play 164 on your phone?
Yeah, it's not great. I don't know what I've done to my mini bab either. I don't know. I've messed with. I'm just like clicking buttons now, and everything's changing. All the icons disappeared.
What?
I don't know what I did. Oh, it's back.
It's back!
The icons came back too as soon as you rejoined. Nice.
Yeah. Are we good to go?
Please, Rio.
Come on, Rio.
Not like this.
Rio, you're killing me. Let's go, boy.
Owen's about to crack another monster. Come on, Rio.
Definitely. It's a little late for the monster. I'll have one tomorrow, though.
You will.
Gee.
I will too.
Cabin test? What? Who's in a cabin?
It means can.
Oh, can.
And now Snake's gone.
Snaking!
Guys, come on.
You've got his number. Can you snaking, please?
I actually don't have his number. I don't think they had a phone when we were on a team together.
What?
He was a young lad.
Oh, it's taking now.
I don't know. Blitz just got a phone last year, dude. Blitz is like 25.
No, Blitz is
Older, actually.
Blitz is early 30s.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I think
That's not true.
probably going on 35.
Oh, Blitz is like 3 years younger than me, I think, right?
Exactly.
Like 26, turning 27, I think this...
Maybe
You're the
they
young one.
Yeah. Oh, come on, guys. What's going on? Snaking.
Coil and 18.
Snaking.
Just trying to keep you on point there, Griff. I got you, buddy.
What did you do?
I'm just telling him to click. I'm saying like random spells and stuff so he checks. So, see that mouse start to just slowly drop down. That's when we start losing Griff, guys.
We could chat. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
All right,
Snaking's back.
Let's go.
All right, back in. Let's see what
Meta will be wearing off very soon. We'll to take advantage of it. They look to backing off anyway.
got that triple chrono. I might see the triple chrono.
Still do have triple chrono. And the refresher.
Yeah, so it does buy now.
It is coming out.
Yeah.
My gratitude.
Can VGJ Storm. It really is against the odds. There's a 24k advantage on Immortals. These defenses are not going to be easy.
They're ready to throw the Lotus Orb. Penitence gets reflected.
On board. Straight away with first Hex. That's to burst down MP pretty low. Can they finish off the kill at least once? They cannot. MP protects Stages.
And they salve them up. Boo is starting to bring salves on the courier. Starting to just get themselves ready for the infinite push.
This tower being slowly pushed down bit by bit. MP looking to come in again. The Storm will connect on the AA.
Just continuing to just throw salves on the Boo. On MP. Penitence gets reflected again. They're going for the Hex. Can they burst him this time?
They're going to try. They do manage to get the second Hex through. Vela looking for the Doom. Quite find it. MSS on the side getting bursted very low. The track is on him. MSS has to back up.
Just might die here. This rocket.
It will. That's going to get MSS down. BKB and Exorcism coming out for Dota. Have found Tinker. And they will get the kill on him. Now look at the Velo. Velo being chased down on this Doom. He's pretty speedy. They've got the chase. And
oh, he wins one of them.
Absolutely nothing.
And he's hexed.
He may die the once. MP.
He's got a refresher orb.
Snaking.
Rio back, and they actually find him again. He's just gonna die back?
Oh no, surely not.
Another chrono.
There's the next chrono. Rio. Oh,
he does die.
That's a dieback.
But too tanky.
And the chrono did nothing.
It did nothing. The Doom comes out. But
surely they're not fucking Immortals throw this game.
They have to run, that's for sure. And they're gonna look to try to catch MP here. He's protected by Lotus. They pop up in the air. They have the stomp. They do not just yet. Can they actually get this? He's getting too far away. They're gonna look for Velo now.
They've got the coil down. They will surround Velo. They're joining in with this Terrorblade, and they will get the Doom. So, Storm.
They get the Tinker twice. He did have Bloodstone, so he's not that as long, but that's a dieback.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
They are managing to hold against an incredible lead that the Immortals did have.
And that was just the refresher orb used. He still does have refresher shard and cheese. But they hold the line with those hexes, as well as the penitence giving them enough damage to burst targets down. But yeah, Rio getting a bit too aggressive, too overzealous with that blink. Sure, he finished off the Chen, but it's a Chen. Blinked himself in the base and got caught. And then bought back and got caught out by snaking on the sideline there.
54 minutes into this one.
Look at his gold. He's catching up to that. He's catching up to that void. At 8k gold in the bank.
That's the power of the 420 GPM.
Sure is.
It adds up. It really does.
And I mean, the 3 cores, they're almost at 30k. So the double Doom wasn't used though, right? Just one Doom and then he refreshed and he couldn't get the other one out. He just tried to BKB. Okay.
Got X'd up. They're gonna smoke VGJ Storm.
They can catch. I mean, they do have so much disable now with these hexes finished up on the puck and the DP. If they can look to catch either the Void or the Tinker, they could, in theory, blow them up before they can actually save them. They have defensive. They don't have a force staff on actually anybody on the side of Immortals to save people. No force in the Glimmer. It's for Atos and Spirit Vessel Hex on the supports.
Can they get that jump?
They're
looking for MP. Here's the middle. There's the full attack straight up. Have they got enough damage? They jump in BKB from Tomato. They get the kill. That'll be the Void gone for 100 seconds. BKB from your wire. They move across. Looking towards the Doom. Fellow trying to run up the BKB. Where's that Fellow? Will get bursted down. 2 kills for VGJ Storm. Jump forward from Tomato as he takes Dubu as well.
The chain hex is perfectly executed there.
First spot back comes out.
Snaking was trying to catch the Tinker to actually almost did down bottom.
I can't quite believe Storm are doing this. This is
such a turnaround. It's a
there was such a lead for Immortals. But now VGJ Storm, they're the ones forcing out fortification from Immortals. As I said, they push in on the mid lane.
There's triple chrono is available now. Refresher is up again for Void. If he does want to have to use buyback. They're trying to force it.
They've got the harass. That is out. They're moving. The buyback indeed is there from Velo. And the mid melee ranks go down. Now straight towards the bottom. VGJ Storm starting to have a poke, jumping from Snaking. Let's get the coil down onto Febby. They'll throw the Astral in as well. They'll send up in the air. Velo's been silenced as well. Storm comes out, sleeping and now hexing Velo on the Doom. They're moving in. This could be a dieback on Velo. But the BKB trying to get out of this all. Continue to chase. Falls forward. The Doom's been dropped down though onto the puck. Down. Snaking will fall. He'll back immediately. Velo getting forced back to base. He will survive.
So many catapults. There's 5 catapults down here. Snaking did have to use buyback. They really wanted to try to get rid of that Doom.
So close to being able to kill him a second time after he brought back Vela.
They get. I mean, that was what it was. Only 3 or 24,000 gold lead. It's all the way down to 4K. And now they're starting to get some other big items. The Lincoln style finished up for Tomato. I think Snaking bought the Dagon 5 when he bought back.
Now Immortals, they're smoked in.
They've got the Chronos, triple Chrono, double, actually only single Doom.
They're coming out across the base.
Did someone get a 50% evasion talent? Oh, yeah, it's Bounty Hunter. Forgot about that one.
They've got the scan. All know what's up. They know that Immortals are here. They will play it very, very safe inside the base. They can't get afford to get caught out by the Chronos and the Dooms.
Do they have any smoke available yet? They don't have any on themselves. The disables are going to be key. If they can actually chain lock down this Doom or this Void, they've shown that they can kill them. There's no defensive items on the supports of Immortals. Now we do see the AA has queued up a 4-step. They need something to at least try to protect this Void, it seems. So first finished on Bounty too. Yeah, they need some ways to try to stop the combo hexing.
The 2 hexes have absolutely been key.
Yeah.
For VGJ Storm. For Tomato and Snaking picking those up.
Yeah, for both the basis of defense as well as just locking down that Void in that instance.
It's been quite a show indeed to see VGJ Storm regain some sort of control over this game that was slipping massively out of their favour. Abby heads in under the sentry. They are bringing in the puck, but not going to chase.
MSS is actually just running around grabbing catapults. He's running around 3 of them right now.
There we go. The Trebuchet trio.
I'm a fan. So does everyone... How many people have buyback? The Doom, the AA, and the Puck are the ones without buyback. Tinkers is going to be back up very soon. He's a bit shy on the gold though. He can't sell his Ether Lens if he wants to. And he is queuing up the BKB. He does really need that one. It's just if he gets used, he just instantly dies in this fight. So many heroes just running around without boots now because they have too many items. So the next row spawns. It's being scouted. There's a champ creep inside of it.
There's double damage outside as well.
And they
for
still,
whoever wishes to try and take it.
they still have one of the refresher shards on MP too.
Oh, MSS. What's he done now? MSS. Hello. Call MSS. Find out what's up.
No, I don't think he has a phone. No, he has. Just that was a quick pause. That was okay. We can deal with those.
Yes, the DD. I mean, he can take Roche very quickly.
They are scouting it with that creep. So they could expect that they're doing that rush. Maybe Immortals should set a trap for it here.
I've got an arcane rune on Tomato. He's ready to go for the ghost. He's heading straight towards that pit. They do not want to let Immortal get this for free.
We've got an even kill score too, I just realized.
Butterfly done on Yawa.
That makes him, I mean, he's not going to get brought down by the Void, that's for sure. He has to pretty much get brought down by the combo or the Doom plus Tinker. We said though, there is the 3 Chronos available. It's a farm game. They're all just sitting near each other. No one wants to die. They're all just waiting for their buybacks to come up. Puck 3 minutes. Here we go. They actually found something here.
They might just be able to. It's 61 minutes into this epic.
They're afraid of that.
20-20 between the two sides. It's everything on the line.
Immortals is positioned in a good spot on the high ground here. It is known though by Storm. They seem to know exactly where they are. They bought the Void for a second too. The Lotus Orb is applied.
Who's going to that's the question. Oh, they're going to get spooked by the illusion. Snake King comes in with the first tech. There's the follow-up as well. You are comes in with the right clicks. BKB's out from Bella, but the BKB's out as well. MP has to time walk out. He's get the BKB out. Time turns with the Chronos. Managed to catch 3. There's the second Chrono thrown down as well. They're moving from target to target. The sendback's already been there to save the Terrorblade, but they've had to leave the Puck behind. They've lost the Puck down for 2 minutes. They're trying to get this Death Rocket out of there as well, but the damage is too much with the Dagons. There's the third Chrono. Immortals are controlling the team fight perfectly. There's 4 dead.
And Yawar came back.
He did. He tried to come back into the fight to help out his teammates, but now he's all on his own. Turns with the Sunder, trying to get MP for the Doom. The second Doom comes out bashed up as well. VGJ Storm lose everybody. They're not quite out of it yet, though. They do have 4 buybacks available. But a big fight for Immortals to find, and perfect triple Chronos being utilized there.
They got the send back initially on the Terrorblade, but 3 Chronos just seems to be too much. 3 Chronos, 2 Dooms. Game is hard.
That's the video I'd like to see, and we just saw it. Here's the buybacks.
The epic buyback sound.
Dun, 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 dun. Says you what?
Cliffs come out. There's no meta available.
See what they can do here.
They still don't have Puck either for 1 minute and 40.
Oh, there's all the buybacks. All the buybacks around now. They need to find something with those Chronos on cooldown. That would be the dream for VGJ, but
to Roshan.
No, they're out of there.
Immortals to Roshan.
Bountiful.
All 4 buybacks expended. Yep. This is such a scary place for VGJ Storm to be in. Look at this. Woo. The dip and the whip. Up and down on this net worth. 63 minutes in. The longest game I believe we've had here at DreamLeague.
It is, yeah. The other one was between these 2 teams as well. So now, another Aegis, this time on the Doom. Refresher on the Void.
It's getting crazy.
Yeah. So Refresher Orb is up in about 115. He swaps the Refresher Shard into his inventory too because he doesn't want it to sit in his backpack to make it take longer. They both will be back up in about 100 seconds, and then they have the triple chrono again.
They've got the refresh orb on the puck, so these double X's, these double dream coils will come out. Snaking, they've got to be on point. This is truly a test of mechanical skill now at this stage in this Dota game. So many clutch plays are required for each team to finish the game off. A little more so for VGJ Storm, as they are, of course, quite behind off the back of having to come in with the quadruple buyback.
Mm-hmm.
We effing in indeed, as that says, on whoever that is. It's a little rude, so we won't show it again because there are kids watching. I said we won't show. There's kids watching. Okay, it's a family show. Thank you.
One doesn't like bad words.
No. I mean, for all I know, that could be someone's name actually. It might be his brother's name or something. I don't know.
Does he have a brother?
I don't know. Maybe.
I actually don't know.
I don't know.
Tomato might have.
I don't know if Dota players have brothers or sisters. They might. I mean, I guess some of them do.
They might.
Probably. It's how the world works. Mr. Fkin. Can happen.
Fair. Sitting in their base. They can't really walk out. They don't want to get... They don't want to just lose the game like that. But MP is 45,000 net worth.
45,000 net worth. That is the biggest void I've seen in quite some time.
Me too.
Pretty crazy. So, they're going to try again up top. See if they can close things up. They have got, as you say, those that refresher back off cooldown, as well as the refresher shard. So
is it all back up? All right, they're going to look to go here with
triple
this.
chrono potential is once again there.
And they've got the double doom available too. Here we go. What can they find?
The final stand for VGJ Storm. Can they hold against Immortals? That is the question. Baby. Quick with the zap. Zap, zap, zap. They're moving up now. Who's going to jump who? Silence out to Fellow. There's the first take. The Dagon as well. Jump forward from MP. Goes for the Chrono. Will manage to catch the Death Prophet on the side of it all. The Ice Blast coming in as well. They go with the Sunder. Trying to desperately keep this Death Prophet alive. But it's not enough. The Doom's down onto Tomato. Yawar gets the BKB off. Heads back to base. MP jumps forward. Turns with the bashes onto the outer time. SVG falls to the side. But they're falling apart. VGJ Storm. They lose 3. Only the Puck and the Terrorblade left alive. As Immortals have the full 5-man moving in on the top lane, taking that top set of racks. Yawar and Snaking, the final 2 hopes here for VGJ Storm.
Velo just played the bait card right there. He's like, go on me, guys, just so I can see exactly where you are for MP to chrono you.
And Immortals, they're looking for the game.
He still has 1 more chrono available too.
Snaking jumps in, looks for the burst, the Hex as well, but he gets hexed up himself. The second Doom's there from Velo. They lose the Pug. He'll buy back immediately. Yawar trying to pull them back towards the base. Jumping from Snaking, MP full health back on him. Snaking, Dream Core down onto 2. They're desperately holding on VGJ Storm, but it doesn't look like it'll be enough. They're getting them back to the fountain, dying in the fountain as it were. Yawar will get bursted by the Dagon. GG, well played is called, ladies and gentlemen. Immortals have made it to the Corsair DreamLeague LAN Finals as they knock down and knock out VGJ Storm in this best of 3, 2-1. A very, very epic way to end this